Do, do, do. See. Can you guys hear me? I'm just going to. Whoop. Hi, Sarah. Hey, Nita. Okay. I'm back. Yeah, the earlier one was very long. It was like 6 hours, but I got tons of orders done. My sitter had to take the whole tub, like with her in the car. So that is nice that I got all those done. So now I just have to work on my blankets. So. I need some company while I do that. But they're already all embroidered. Everything's done. They just need to be sewn together. Let's see, why isn't it? Can you guys hear me fine? I just printed off some orders that I got between my last live when I ended to now. So I printed off those orders and there was only like 5. And then I'm gonna hopefully maybe try to get those done tomorrow, today or tomorrow, depending on if I have time tonight. I don't know, we'll see. And then I changed my shipping time back up to 2 weeks because I'm gonna be gone all week, and then that gives me another week to like get everything out when I get back. So yeah, let me go grab a couple of things real fast. So this is what I do when I get new orders in. This one is a gift. So I'm just going to put it in here like that. And it's nursing pads. So I used to have them up here, but now I put that there. So I have it over here now. I'm like, where did I put it? So that's, I have different spots for different things. So can't believe I got through all of my orders, pretty much, besides my blankets. I've been working a lot, but it's all done, so that's good. There's a moth in here. Or a leaf. I don't know how a leaf got in there. show you a shirt. So when I get embroidered shirts, I put them over here on my clipboard, and it's labeled embroidered shirts. So I already cleared all this off except for this blanket. I'm waiting on the material. I think. I don't know, I didn't cut that one, but yeah. So all of my stuff over there, I keep like all of my vinyl, embroidery, blankets, lovies, etc. Yes, I'm back. See, if I just promise you guys that I'll come back, then I'll come back. If I don't, then I probably go to bed. Thank you guys all for coming back and watching me again. So I'm gonna go put these over there, and then we're gonna get started on all these blankets. I need to get backing for this one. I like to get all my backing like put on the blanket before I sit down to sew, because then it's all like ready to go. So this one's ready to go, this one's ready to go. I'm waiting on that one. This one's ready to go. And it's much cooler in here at night, so that even just giving it that 3 hours to cool down really helps. I mean, it's not like cool in here, but it's not like what it was earlier. So I have a personalization like box on my Etsy, so they can put if they want a different, I call it a finish, so that's their backing basically. If they want like, if somebody wanted a gray for this instead of black, or if they wanted white instead of black or gray, like they can choose whatever color they want. If they don't choose what color they want, then I just give them what's on the picture, which is black. So this one didn't put anything, so that's gonna get black. And so that is what I look at when I look at the invoice. And this one didn't say anything either, so then this one's gonna get black as well. And I always try to match the name on the blanket with the color backing that I do for it. So my first thing for the lovey is I check down here, because I always have extra fabric down here, but I just remembered I already looked yesterday and there is no black down there. So now I am going to go hunt over here for some black. So I'm still in the process of organizing this over here. I don't know if I have enough. I might have enough, but I'm not sure, so we'll check. Okay. We'll see. I definitely have enough, obviously, for a lovey, but we'll see if I have enough for a blanket. And if not, I have more over there, I believe. I hope I do. But I should have enough. Gotta move my computer. I like to try to line it up as best as I can, so I don't waste any on like the second layer. So I have that much left, which is enough for both, but I want to try to maximize it. I'm always maximizing my fabric. So again, the width doesn't matter because you can't really do anything about how wide it is. What matters is this sucks right here because I can't do anything with this. It's not big enough for a lovey. So I'm going to, I don't know. The thing is with this kind of pattern, I like it to go the same way as the cactus, how it goes up, because there is it's kind of directional. I don't like the way it looks going this way. So I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and cut that off and just try to figure out something to do with that other little piece. Because they can't go any other way. But the back part I can use for another blanket or loveys or whatever. So I'm gonna actually turn the fold this way. That way I can cut it right here. And it makes a mess, so. I put my, I just had it. There it is. Did you guys have a good little dinner or whatever it is for you guys? I'm not sure. Most of you guys are around bedtime, right? Or craft time? Nighttime is craft time? That's how it is for me anyway. It looks like it's done always, but then when I go to move it, all the fur comes back up again. So you have to like keep going over it. That's good. Okay. So there's that one. So this one I already feel like it's not going to be my It's too small. Boo. Boo-hoo. Okay, well, we'll just put that aside. This is my scrap bin down here of stuff I can't use. So, I'm just going to rip this one on the back. This will be my lovie piece, I guess, because I can get probably one. Actually, I have to make sure it's going the right way. It has to go this way. So the good thing about this is I can do this one this way, but all I'm looking for is it to go up and down this way. So then I can do another one going this way. So if I took this whole thing off, I can get 2 lovies out of here, and then I could probably get 2 more out of here, and then I'd have to waste that edge again. But you gotta do what you gotta do. That will go in my lovie pile. Where did it go? Over there. Let's see, how big is your office? So I work in my RV garage, so I'm not really sure how to answer that. I don't know. Yeah, it's hot. Am I the only one here who wants to pet the minky and faux fur? No, every time I deal with these, I want to lay my face on them. They're so soft. Some roast for dinner, and then watch the highlights of the Olympic trails, and yeah, that's basically it. Nothing interesting. Oh my gosh, I wanted to watch the Olympics the other night with Simone, and is that how you say her name? And I missed it, and I love her. She's amazing. I used to do dance and stuff, and she is so good. The gymnast. So Ediani, your blanket's in the mail. She took it off today, so you'll get it in like 2 days. Fur all over me. That can go to another one. So the only annoying, well, not the only annoying thing, but every time I bring a drink out here, it literally like leaks over everything because of the condensation. Like it is so humid that it just drips everywhere. And then I put it on my coasters and it just makes a big giant mess. This is just water, if you're wondering. I actually tried drinking a beer earlier, but I was so hot from working earlier that I just like couldn't even get into it. I can't breathe. They're staying all the way over there. Oh my gosh, I got fur all over this. I just cleaned it right when I got out here. We had, actually my husband had, if you guys were on earlier, he came in here, he brought me lunch from when he went out to lunch, but I never ate because I was on the live, and so I actually ended up just eating that for dinner. It was pretty good. He had went to some local restaurant and they had Dungeness crab. It was so good. And I'm very picky with my crab because the only place I've ever really had it is from Seattle, where he's from, and it's delicious there. Like, I'll just eat it plain. Well, I have cocktail sauce, obviously, but just out of the bowl, whatever you get from Pike's Place, and I'll just eat it like that. But you don't have that anywhere else. And then he brought some home like that today, and it was so good. So that's what I had for dinner with a Caesar salad. We shared a Caesar salad. And our dinner plans that we were gonna do went out the window. Because we try to write like a list of, you know, meals every week on what we're gonna do. So tonight's meal went out the door. Cameron didn't want to eat because he's still not feeling great. Poor guy. Okay, there's that one. Can't reach across the table very good right now, and I don't want to bend over the table, so that's why I'm doing it like this, if you're wondering. Sometimes I'll do this if I'm feeling lazy and I don't want to like bend all the way over the table. I'm kind of low energy right now, so I apologize, you guys. I'm just trying to get through these blankets so we can have some fun maybe on the other machine. Sewing blankets is easy, it just is time consuming. Like I said earlier, the heat in here, I don't know, it just takes everything out of me. So my girls got their shots yesterday, and my oldest daughter woke up and said she felt like she got hit by a car. Not like, just like sore, like someone had punched her. And I told her she would feel like that. She's a huge exaggerator though, so I never know if she is good for her word. so we don't do seafood much here. Good evening, everyone. Hi, Sandy. I felt terrible for like 2 days, but by the third it was normal. And my second shot kicked my... Oh my gosh, my second shot kicked my booty. You guys, I was sick for like 3 days, like in bed. The first shot, I just told my daughter. That's why I don't know if she was telling the truth or not, because I think she maybe just said it because I told her that that would happen. But I was like, it's just gonna feel like someone punched you like 5 times in the arm in the same spot. And then it's like that for like half the day and then you're fine. So I feel like because I told her that and I asked her how she felt, she's like, yeah, I feel like I got punched like 10 times. And I was like, are you really just saying that? Or are you saying that because I told you that? But who knows? She probably feels that way just because, yeah, that's how I felt. Okay. Now we can start sewing. I can't stand when there's like stuff all over here. I love this room refresher, or room freshener. It's the Miss Myers basil scent. I love it. It makes it like nice and clean. My 1,000 cords over here. Plug it in while I work so that at least it's like a little bit charged. I'm gonna move you guys over here for now. Is that gonna work? Because I need my phone plugged in. We'll take the charger over there. I'm always moving you guys around, sorry. I do feel like over here might... Whoa. There. My husband had the worst... Yeah, your husband did have the worst reaction, but then all of a sudden he was fine. That's so... It's just weird how that happens. Sorry, I'm just plugging my phone in over here, guys. Sorry. I'm trying to ignore you. I just don't want it to die. Is this angle okay? I don't know how it's going to be when I sit down. So let me grab my computer so I can see what's happening. Bobbin's good. I do need to oil this, I think. I think it's okay, actually. It's not making any noise. I cleaned it earlier, so I'm just gonna leave it for now. I try to clean it like once a day because I use it so often, but it should be fine right now. You know what? I guess I can, I'm gonna put this blanket back there. And then I'm going to, I'm talking to myself, guys. Scoot this over. can move that up. Is that better? Better angle? Aw, thank you. You can see me like squinting, sorry. I can't read from over there. Is this angle okay, or do you want me to put it behind me more? All right, I think that's good. Okay. I think I have a piece of fuzz in my nose. I can feel it. Breathe it in. And I don't know if you guys know this, but I do always use white thread. You can't see it. Even when you top stitch, it goes like in the fur or the fibers. You cannot see it at all unless you're like looking for it, but you cannot see it. So I don't change any of it. The only time I ever change any of my thread colors out is when I do, or when I used to do like my aprons, because I had the bias tape around and I wanted to match. But everything else I do, I just use white. So I don't even worry about taking anything off. This is done. So I'm just going to take its invoice and flop it back over here. Ugh, that's done. So the next step was this one, which I threw back there. So let's see, where do I start on this one? I think what is this? Let's see here. Okay, that's the top. I probably took out a needle somewhere in there because it looks like it's missing one. Okay, so the start is over here. This one doesn't have a name on it. So when it doesn't have a name on it, it goes upside down basically. And I know because I put double needles, or double pins, I always call them needles, double pins up at the top up here. And so that's how I know that's where my turning point is going to be, or where I flip it. So we're going to start here. Hopefully my arm isn't in the way for you guys. gosh, isn't it? It's so hot outside. It's so hot, yes. So me, Angela Bowman, and Joanne, you're from here as well? From Arizona? My corners keep getting all like bunched up, so that's when you see me just taking out the needle or the pins. I keep calling it a needle, the pins, and then I just adjust it from there. So no big deal. Back to where the beginning is. Okay, now this one's done. I'm just gotta be careful not to poke myself. For some reason my computer is my internet okay or no? To you guys. Cool. I keep saying I'm going to make myself a minky blanket, but I haven't yet, so I should. I want to. Okay, next. Which one? Let's do this one. If I can grab it. Okay. So there is a name on this one, which is over here on the other side. So when it's, obviously I said earlier, if there's a name on one side, I start on the other because I want to flip it through the other side. So that is how I do it. What is going on with my computer? It is just a very quiet room tonight. It's so quiet in here, I know. It's probably because I'm not screaming either into the phone. And nobody knows I'm on live right now. So there's not very many people on. I haven't been doing lives that often, so not very many people on. Sometimes minky is tough to work with, like when you first start, but then once you get the hang of it, it's super easy. I was so intimidated by it when I first started, but now that I know how to work with it, it's not hard at all. And it does, it does do, what am I trying to say? You get, if you mess up on anything, it's very forgiving, is what I'm trying to say. So, like, if it bunches up a little bit, you're never going to see that on the outside. So don't freak out if you do that. I used to always freak out about that. And then I realized that after you top stitch, you can't see it. I mean, obviously you want to try to make it perfect, but if you get one lump in it, it's not, you're not going to be able to tell. Also, if you've noticed, I always pull the corner up over here like this, because if it's hanging and it's heavy, then it's going to sew incorrect. It's going to have so much pressure pulling down on it, and that tension will get all messed up. So you always want to lift it up right there. That's why you're always seeing me pull it up. So I've already sewn three items, so 2 blankets and a lovie. I mean, I have to finish top stitching, but the first part is complete. And I think I'm good for one more. They both have a minky. Yeah, it's not my usual night for lives for sure. So, for your embroidery machine, which software do you use? So I use Embroidery. I love Embroidery. It's super easy to use. I haven't tried any other ones, but why would I? Because I already know Embroidery and it's super user friendly, and I'm very, if I know something, I stick with it. So I already know this machine or that program. I love minky blankets, have made one for each child, but of course not for myself. Exactly. Like, hi Eric, how are you? Sarah, you could back your quilt top with minky. That's true. Do that, Sarah. That would be fun. You guys, I can't wait to show you this name on here. It's so pretty. I love the font that I used. I'll have to show you after I turn it. Nita, this machine would be so good for your blankets. I'm not joking. It's such a good one. I'm not even using a walking foot on here. I mean, this machine I think has a built-in one, but you can put an additional one up here. I have the standard thing that comes on the machine. But it walks super easy. Yep, I ran out of bobbin thread. I thought I would make it, but I didn't. So, all the way back here. Boo. I had to start over. Well, not start over, but start from where I left off. The good thing is I always make pre-wound ones. These are pre-wound ones from here. I do it myself. So it's a super quick change. If that ever happens, I always back up at least like 2 inches from where it ended. That way I know it definitely got over the spot. I don't know why I just did that. It did this to me last time too, but whatever. Plus it's going to be top stitch, so it's not that big a deal, but I just always like to make sure. see. Baby Lock Destiny. What are you guys talking about? Let's see. Store Connie said she got hers from Walmart, but my Walmart doesn't carry it. What are you talking about? Oh, minky? Is that what you're talking about? My sewing machine has digital walking foot. Works great on minky. Yeah, I feel like this one has a walking foot. I just don't know what kind. I think it comes with one. Or it's just super advanced. I don't know, but it's amazing. And it works really, really good with minky. Would you quilt the top quilt with the minky, or would you just do a top stitch? I can't wait to start quilting again. I told you guys I had a lot of blankets. I didn't want to work on them earlier because it was too hot and there's no air on this side of the room. So I decided to do my blankets tonight. Because even though it's still warm, it's not as hot as it was earlier. I actually have 2 more after this, but I have to embroider them first, so I'll probably do that tomorrow. Sorry guys, this is probably not the greatest angle, but I'm almost done. I can move it to the other side if you want. Oh my gosh, I thought I felt something crawling on my foot. Let's see. I have a quilt with minky, and as long as you have a good walking foot and go slow, it works out fine. I'm not sure if I understand. I already have the quilt top together. I just need to back it with something. I have no clue what the heck I'm doing. You're so funny. Have you ever tried to quilt using embroidered designs for an edge-to-edge method? I've never even heard of that. So quilting is like a different language to me. I've never done it. I want to try though. Or my grandma really wants me to try, I should say. Because she's obsessed with it. So I'm gonna put you guys over here. I'm gonna walk around. Closest thing to a quilt that I've done is buying a quilt, faux quilt, not a real quilt, from Spoonflower. I did it for my niece when she was born. I made her a minky blanket just like any of these ones, but the minky actually looked like a quilt, but it was just all solid minky. It wasn't actually a quilt. Super duper duper cute, but yeah, totally faux. All right, guys, this is the messy part. I have to close those because I always feel like people, even though there's nobody out here, I just feel like people are looking at me from outside. It's my machine, guys. I do probably like 8 to 10 blankets a day. Blankets, I don't know why. They're so popular. But I think the hardest thing is still, even though I do that many blankets a day, I still never know how much fabric to order at one time for the faux fur and stuff, because everybody wants a specific order. Sometimes I'll get the ones that are just on the listing, but I have a customized option. So like even like you, Eddie, you could have picked purple, pink, teal, whatever you wanted, you know, because that's just how I want to be able to sell my blankets as a personalized item. So the hardest part for me is knowing how much minky to order, or I'm sorry, faux fur. I always put, you know, I always order around the same amount of minky from Spoonflower when I put an order in, but I plugged it back in over here. But when I cut them out, I know exactly how many blankets I get. So if I order 6 yards of minky, I'm going to get 12 blankets. So I know I can put my quantity at 12 in my system or on my Etsy shop or my website. And then once it gets down to like 4, I reorder again. So I don't let it get down past that. Every now and then, like it happened yesterday, I thought I had more of a print and I didn't. I thought I had backstock or whatever, but apparently I was wrong. So that's when I kick myself in the butt for not paying attention. And then you have to message the customer and say, I'm so sorry. I ran out. It will be here on this day or whatever. Doesn't happen that often, but it does happen. So I do all of this at the same time for all the blankets. That way all the messy part is done. Because look at how messy this is. This green especially. I don't know why. The green is so messy. I mean, it's all messy, but... So before I flip them, I just push them aside. Now I'm going to do this green one. Sorry if this is boring you guys. I'm trying to hurry and do this. My blankets are 27 by 36, yes. Thank you, Nita. Yeah, so whenever I order mine, it's usually around 2 weeks. You can get it faster, you just have to pay for shipping. But I have the pro account, so my shipping is always free. So you pay like an annual fee, kind of like Amazon. If you're a Prime member, you pay a one-time fee and you get free shipping. Now it's not 2-day shipping like Amazon, but it's free. But then you can then upgrade if you want to get it sooner, or if you need to rush an order or whatnot. It's just a lot of being organized, honestly, just knowing what you have in stock, knowing when to order. So I try to order inventory on the same days of each month. So just keeping track of everything, and if you all of a sudden start getting busier in a certain area of your shop, then you know to order more. So like when I first started embroidery, for example, I wasn't that busy because I had just started. And so once it started picking up, so in the beginning I had like 5 of each shirt or each size that I was doing, and I only go up to size 6. So I don't have every size up to whatever 14 or whatever it goes up to. I only go up to size 6. So in the beginning I only ordered, obviously I ordered like, I think I ordered like 2 to start. And then when I, made my next order, I think I got 5 of each size. And then when it started picking up, I started like doubling it. So then I would get like, make sure I had 10 of each size. Now I always make sure I have at least 12 of each size in stock. And then I fill up these bins down here with shirts, but I also have my back stock in the dresser. And then, so like today I just ran out of size 3. So I'm going to go over to the dresser, pull 5 size 3, because I always keep 5 underneath here. Once I have to pull from there over here, then I write it down on a piece of paper. And then when I go to do my order, I know how many I have. So it's just a lot of like just keeping organized, just staying on top of everything. It's a lot, but honestly, that's one of the reasons I paid to have a marketing firm do my website, was so that they can sync it with my Etsy. So it makes it a whole lot easier. I have a plugin where I can sync my 2 accounts, so I don't have to worry about inventory. That was my main thing that I told them when I hired them, was that I just don't want to have to worry about inventory. If I have 5 shirts here and 5 shirts here, and somebody orders 2 on the website and 1 on my Etsy, but I forget that I had 2 sold on this site, and I would just like mix them up. I was afraid that was going to happen. I didn't want that to happen. So I really, really wanted them to be synced up. That was my main concern. So it was a lot of work, but it's so worth it. I do inventory for the shop that I'm in locally, I order supplies for that completely separate. So I know exactly how much I need to get just for the shop. If I need to order onesies or shirts or fabric for blankets or more prints, different prints, whatnot, that's completely separate. I don't associate that with either one of my businesses. That's just totally separate. But say I go to cut this blanket out and I only have like one roll left on the spool or the bolt, I write that down. This is what I use. Where is that paper? This pad of paper over here. I keep it by my side always, and I write down. I mark it. It's just super need, like raccoon, rainbow, organic cotton, and then minky. With faux fur, I write down what color I need. With just everything that I need, I write down a list, and it just keeps me organized. And then each day that I'm working, whatever I know I need, I write that down. And then even if it's not like as low as it needs to be reordered, if it's getting there and I know when I go to order I'm going to need it, I write it down. And then I do my orders pretty much every 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks I try to order. So it's a lot, but it's been working for me. It's usually every 2 weeks. Sometimes I've been able to go 3 weeks, but because shipping is 2 weeks. So that means I'm getting my shipments once a month. Hopefully that makes sense. Sorry guys, I know this is probably so annoying. Hi Paulette. There's a store here in Phoenix where they sell overstock clearance fabrics. Found the cutest monster minky print and backed it with a red color minky. Oh, that sounds gorgeous. I didn't know you could do all that. I need to figure out how to do that with my website. Yes. I don't know if it's pretty much, it's just a plugin. So of course you have to pay for all the plugins, but it's totally worth it. Especially because I know you have multiple items just like me, and it just is such a time saver and honestly just like a stress reliever, knowing that you don't have to think about it. My brother's coming in to the garage. He's probably coming to get a drink. I said you're probably coming in to get a drink. Yeah. You're what? Okay. Yeah. take a handful.
Yeah. You all good?
Yeah.
All right. Want anything?
I'm good right now. Thank you. Nita, I got my blue Yeti already. It came in today. I haven't opened it yet though. So full. Now we got a little lovey. You guys have any questions? You have a blue hoodie too? Please don't cut your hand on your rose when my stomach turns every time your hand gets near it. It's really not near it, it just looks like it. Oh, gotcha. Your Etsy is synced with your site. Makes sense. I have an inventory app. Put fear is buying same two different places. Yeah. So try to find a plugin for that, and it works. I promise. Because yeah, you don't want. That was my fear, was that somebody was going to order it on one, and then I would forget to take it off of the other, and then you get all confused, and then someone orders and you don't have it, and then you can't get it, or it takes 2 weeks to get to you. So it's just such a stress reliever to know that it's synced. And now I'm not gonna lie, I still check it just to make sure. Every now and then, not all the time, but every now and then, just to make sure. Sarah, I'll close that for you. Put it away. This corner of my table gets worked on so much. Like, I have to replace this pad soon because I've already flipped it, but I might trade it with that one before I replace it. I trade all of them all the time, so they're always getting traded. Hola, hola. How are you? I broke the top off, so gotta figure out. It's like the same one that I made Ediani earlier. So the name I was talking about earlier, remember when we were talking about how you're always worried that you don't spell it right while it's stitching out? Because I think it was Kay who was like, oh my gosh, I almost messed it up. So that was the name I was talking about. It's Brixton. Brixton. And then as it was stitching out, I was like, oh my gosh, did I spell that right? Because A, it's a different name. And B, I was like, it could be Ten, Tin, Ton. So luckily I got it right. Pretty sure I looked like 5,000 times before I actually stitched it out, but I'm always in a panic that I did it wrong. Oh, I keep getting fuzz in my nose. It's flying everywhere. What's the largest minky blanket that you have ever made? Basically as big as this table. So, 72 inches by like 60, I think it was. It was 2 yards by, I usually do, so like these blankets are, what is it? What did I say? 27 by 36. So I usually do like 10 inches difference. So it was probably 60 by 72. Something like that. 10 to 12 inches. I like my blankets to be like more of a rectangle and not a square. So I feel like a good 10 to 12 inches difference gives you that clean look. Just my opinion. And you can totally do dimensions however you want. It's a blanket. Nobody is going to be like, oh my gosh, I want it to be this dimension or this size. So I just made up this size. And it works for me. Pretty much make up everything I make. I have an idea and I go for it. Even my loveys. A lot of people do the square loveys, but I like my lovey to be a little rectangle. It's almost like a mini blanket. Like it looks like the blanket. Most people do loveys in a square, like 18 by 18 or 17 by 17, something like that. This name is Barrett. I love putting names on blankets because everyone has such unique names. I know I say that a lot, but it's true. What time is it? So it's taken me about an hour to sew the blankets and flip them, cut them and flip them. Now I just got to top stitch. So top stitch won't take that long. I think packaging is what takes the most time. This was my first favorite boy blanket. This is in my son's room. When I first started making blankets and sewing, I chose this print because I love cactus and I wanted it to be monotone or monocolor, whatever you call that. So monochromatic. So I chose black and grays and I love it. Yeah, if you guys have any questions why I'm just here, highlight my name so I can see that you have a question for me. Also, is it raining outside? Because I smell something. I don't know though. Ooh, I hear thunder. Whoops. It is raining, you guys. Look how dark it is outside. So dark out there. Look at my son. He drew all over my door. But it's like so dark out there. But it's sprinkling and you can hear all the thunder. Probably not very interesting, but I love when it rains here because it doesn't ever rain here. You going to bed, Sarah? Good night. You had good storms last night? It's supposed to storm here pretty good. I thought I heard sprinkles or something above. Okay. I'm gonna put these over here. And I think I'm going to try to put you guys on the other side of me this time. If that works, I don't know. Is it gonna reach? Should reach. Maybe like right there. Is that better? Okay, I'm gonna take this cord off for now. This is charged enough. Aw, thank you, Cindy. Pouring buckets in New Jersey. Well, I wish I was there. I love when it rains. Because we don't get rain here, so. Alright. I'm gonna hop in this chair. Let me fix that glare. Is that better? Okay. Hopefully this angle is better and my arm's not completely in the way. So I take my little seam ripper and I just put it right in between the two seams right there. And then I just kind of guide it so it doesn't get stuck. Excuse my fingernails, I haven't got them done. In a while. I line my print side, so the top side with the bears is lined up with the edge of my presser foot. And that is how I know it's a consistent seam allowance around the whole blanket. Always trying to take note of how much fur is hanging out the sides. And I'm coming up to my, where my tag goes. So I'm gonna grab a tag. Ooh, it's pouring now. I can really hear it. See, what I was talking about earlier is that I always use white because you literally cannot see it through the backside. There's no white showing at all. Can you guys hear that rain? Ooh. So then there's always these two little white strings back here that I just clip off. And that's the blanket. So that's done. I love the smell of rain, you guys. Bring some of that rain to Mesa. You guys aren't getting it? Oh my gosh, it's pouring. Can you guys hear it? This lovie, yeah, it's awesome. It's upside down right now because I like to start on a corner with the tag. What kind of presser foot is that on there? I need a clear one. Maybe I would be able to sew straight. This actually just came with it. This is, I think, the L. Let me see. Hold on. I mark them. No, this is A. I'll tell you in a minute when I think about it. But they usually just, this one just came on the machine. It's just its standard foot. Sorry, I just bumped the phone. sorry if my arm is in the way. I don't really know a good angle to put my phone for you guys. I'm trying to move out of the way. Isn't that so cute? I love this blanket. So their name is Jillian. I don't know if you can see that. So cute. So this is the one I was talking about. Look how pretty that lettering is, or the font. I just love it. It's so pretty. And it's hard to tell on the camera, but there you go. The little heart for the eyes. So cute. The JANOME HD 9. I'll have to look at that because I don't know which one that is. Sorry, I keep hitting my phone. Oh my gosh, you scared me. It's like pouring.
Yeah.
Yeah. My husband came up from behind me and I heard footsteps and I like freaked out. Yeah. Huh? Okay. I'll be in shortly. I'm just gonna, I have to finish these two and I'm gonna package them and then I'll come in.
Love you.
Love you. Did you hear what he said? Apparently that's happening outside. because we never get rain. We're like shocked. It comes out of nowhere. I feel like blankets are so relaxing. Anyone else agree? Two more. So one thing you'll notice, if your needle is starting to go bad on this kind of material, if you look at the back, you'll see it's like bubbly almost, and that is because you need to change your needle. So if I ever feel it like jumping or whatnot, I check it. Sometimes it has nothing to do with that, but I know that if it's not looking good on the back side, it's my needle. That time it had just gotten caught underneath, so I know it's not time to change my needle yet, but you never, sometimes it's, you don't think it's time, but it's actually time, so I just always check, just to be safe, because I don't want to sew the whole blanket and then it be not good, but it looks fine to me. It's perfectly fine. Is it raining over by you too? It's pouring over here. It's so relaxing. I feel like I'm like just like at a spa or something. Joanne, my mom lives in Chandler, I believe. Yeah, she just moved over there. And my babysitter lives in Gilbert. So she drives over here 2 to 3 times a week. I used to only have her once a week, if that. But now that business is picking up, or has been picking up, I need her because I stress. That was when I really worked at night a ton, before I had her. And now that I have her, I can work during the day, and then I can sleep at night like a normal person. So that's why, another reason why I haven't been doing lives at night. I miss you guys at night, but it's much easier to work during the day and then sleep at night. So that's what I have been doing. But because we are going on vacation, I need to get all of these done before we leave. And we don't leave until Saturday, but I wanted to get all these done. That way I can work on other stuff. And the new orders that came in today.
One delivery arrived today.
Apparently Alexa thought I was talking to her.
Tomorrow.
Alexa off. We've had heavy rain this morning in Texas, and it was wonderful to hear. Yes. So you're up at night then, Cindy. I'm usually fine with being up really late at night. Obviously, you guys know I work a lot and I've been up at night a lot. But when I get into certain routines, like I haven't been working at night. So now when I'm working, I'm fine right now because I'm on live with you, but that's why I said I wanted to do a live, because if I didn't do a live, then I probably would have just went to bed or fell asleep. Or come out here and did one blanket and then decided to go in because I was tired or whatever. But when I'm on a routine and I'm out here like a lot at night, then it doesn't bother me. Just like anything else. If you do it for a couple weeks and you get used to it, then it's all good. But you got to get into a routine. That's the hard part, getting into a routine. like this video is gonna put everybody to sleep because I'm literally just sewing. I told you I always check. I'm just constantly checking the back just to make sure it's all good. Okay. Arizona has had a lot of fire, so this rain is a godsend. Yes, it is. So many fires. Okay, so now I'm going to put you guys right here again because I got to roll them up and do the packaging thing that I always do. Happy Thursday night! Isn't it funny how the sound of a sewing machine is so soothing? It is. To me, I think it is, for sure. When I'm in here by myself, I like put myself to sleep because it's so soothing. I'm literally going to lint roll my arm, you guys. Because I have fur all over me. Look at all that fur. So much fur. Can you guys hear the rain? Loud. At least I know my phone speaker is good then. your arm workout doing this. Thank you guys all for being here tonight. I know this isn't my normal live. I don't even know what my normal live is anymore, but this is a quiet one, that's for sure. I want to do a project with you guys on my next live, I think. Like, not a sew along, not anything I've done before. Something different. Like, let's pick something to do and do it together. I did it the wrong way. Which one? Which one, Dorothy? The flower? That flower is one of my most popular girl yarns, for blankets anyway. Okay, I'm gonna go over here real quick. So I have another big restock I have to do for the store that I'm in. So I'm gonna have to figure out when to do that. Okay. There's that. Yes, the green is such a pretty minky. So I ran out of my hexagon, so I'm going to use my beehives, which are still cute. So So I don't know if any of you guys were on earlier when I did my last one, but these beads are just beads that I don't use. So instead of wasting them, I use them for my blanket packaging. So I bought them thinking I would use them for teethers. But if you see me doing this right here, I'm not going to sell a teether that my supplier didn't sand out the middle properly. So those were trash, but instead of throwing them away, I use them for my blanket packaging just to make them a little bit prettier instead of just putting them in a box. And the same thing with this string. I bought this string thinking I would use it for teethers, and I didn't like it for teethers, so it wasn't the string I thought it was. So instead of wasting it, I use it for my blankets. Works out perfect. Actually, that again. I know that this takes time and some people would just throw them in a bag and be done with it. But if you guys know me, packaging is a big part of my business and I love packaging, so I do this because I enjoy to do it. It makes me happy to know that it looks pretty. Oops. That didn't turn out as planned. Slipped right out of there. Ah. Oh my goodness, okay. There. I pulled it too tight. Now we gotta shorten this one because then it looks ridiculous. There. Cute little blanket. Usually it doesn't take me that long. I'm just getting tired. This one is so cute. I think it stopped raining. It's still thundering. I can hear it. Ooh, you hear that thunder? So exciting. I tie knots funny, but it works. I've learned how to tie weird knots because of all the teethers I've made. You have to tie them all weird. So, kind of learn how to do it. These I'm going to take over to the shipping station really quick and I'll bring you guys over there. Actually, I can take you guys now. We're going to be building a lot of boxes, so I'm going to put you guys like over here probably. Do one of this for this, and I put in a little tag. And this little piece goes like this. I always fold it so that the name is showing and that is hiding in there and that's like that. fits perfectly, and this is a 8x10 polymailer. So it's, when they open it, it has my tag, that's the care instructions, and then this is also an additional care instructions, but it has the 5-star, I'd love a review sort of thing on there. And then I need to write a thank you note. And I told you guys earlier, whoever was on my live today, I always put a thank you, beingabliss.com. I'm trying to market my website, so anyone who does an order from Etsy, I stamp on there my thank you to my website so that they know I have a website. Let me stick that in there. Now I'm going to go through and write all my thank you notes really quick before I start packing. So it's all about organization, I feel. As long as I'm organized, then I can function. Okay, those are done. Now it's time to construct. So we need 4 boxes rather. 1, 2, 3, before. I'm just gonna use my stamp. I feel like when I do this, it's easier to fold it. These boxes are not great, so I got them on Amazon. Don't do that. I didn't know better. So they're not great, but I'm gonna use them anyway because I got them and I need to use them. So. But just spend the money on nice boxes if you're going to use boxes, because these ones are not great. I mean, they work, but they're not great. See what I mean? These boxes are so bad. I hate them. It's not gonna close right. We'll figure it out later. It's always this side. It's so weird. It like doesn't go in. Okay, so I always save these. And I use 2 per box. So I put 1 in one corner and 1 in one corner. And then I'm gonna grab my filler. I just kind of put, not a ton, but just enough to like cover it. Because then it moves around if I don't put anything in there. And then it just kind of falls into place like that. I don't know if you guys can see that. Very good. Then I make these like vellum sheets that I put on top of the blanket so that the sticker or stamp doesn't bleed onto the blanket at all. I'm not finished, that's just for now because I need space. The reason I use those little bubble things is because the blanket will shift around in here during the move and I don't want that. So I just put enough of this in to make it look nice. this is the no name one. So Emily, I already got one of these on there. No name. This one right here. We're gonna go like that for now. I forgot this little thing. I knew I was forgetting something. Okay. There we go. There we go. Kind of talking to myself right now, you guys. Sorry. This one is a gift. Guardian. So I always put a sticker on my gift ones, and it says handmade with love. So just a little touch, I guess, to let them know that it was handmade. And I put my business card. Okay. Okay, now the fun part. Close it up. See what I mean? These boxes are not great. I mean, they're fine for now until I'm done with them, but I won't be getting them again. That's for sure. Folding it over because I put too much tape on it. So when I fold it over like that, I just cut off the excess because I don't want it showing. This tape right here, you guys, I got it on Amazon. It is so strong. So I'm basically just going to be taping down these edges right here, so nothing gets in there. See, that one worked fine, but They don't always do good. Okay. Last one. And then I do, if I have tape, I have it right here. Okay, let's put this on a new one. I like to tape over on these boxes because it is hot here in Arizona. So I like to make sure my shipping label is on there really nice. Uh-oh. That didn't work out so well. issues with this thing. There we go. Okay. Ta-da! We got them done. Alright guys. I think I'm done for tonight. I'm tired, I'm pooped. I have to wash my hands. I hate working with like cardboard. It always makes me feel gross afterwards. So that is what they look like in the end. Just, I hate that I have to put the on there, but when I get new boxes, I won't have to do that anymore. So, anyway, do you guys have any questions for me? While I'm over here at the computer. I haven't looked at the comments in like, I feel like an hour. So I probably missed a ton. Thank you, Patty. Let's see. Patty, I think I have tried tissue paper. I just like the look of that crinkle paper. I don't know, I think it's pretty. So my boxes I'm getting from Uline. I like their boxes. They're very heavy, like very good, nice quality. They are kind of pricey, but it would be so much nicer to be able to just fold them up and not have to worry about it. Because I have Uline boxes. My smaller ones are Uline boxes, and I love them. They're so easy to work with. And these ones just take me a while. You saw how the struggle was, like trying to get them to fold right and everything. They're just not worth it to pay a little bit less money. You can pay a little bit more and get a really nice box. So the size I will be getting is probably 12 by 9 by 3. Those ones are 13 and they're a little big. So I'll probably get a 12. Love how you renew on the tape. Yeah, that was one of the first things that I really wanted when I started my business, was just some shipping tape. I thought it was really cool. It matched my boxes and a good way to just secure your packages. I have issues with my tape also. I always say I won't forget. Yes, all of my blanket material comes from, or my prints come from Spoonflower. The backing that I use comes from fabric.com. Thank you so much. Alright guys, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you all so much for being here with me today and tonight. And until next time, please don't hesitate to message me or email me with any questions you have or anything. I'm always around checking my email and stuff. I do always see your guys' comments, even though I don't always comment back. I do read them, and then I just comment back whenever, you know, I have the time to sit there and reply to every message. It's kind of a lot sometimes, but I try my hardest. I promise it doesn't go unseen. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys so much. And when I get back from vacation, I'm going to try to start a new schedule. Probably not a Monday Night Live like I have been doing, but just something during the day since I have a babysitter during the day. I want to start doing some projects with you guys, just fun things instead of the same thing over and over again. Work with me, work with me, work with me. Even though I know you guys like that, and I do too, and I get my orders done, I think something fun in the mix would be something fun to do and exciting and challenging, because it doesn't always have to be something that I know how to do, so we can do it together, and I just think it'd be fun. So anyway, until I get back from vacation, I hope you guys all have a wonderful week and a safe 4th of July. Please stay safe, and happy 4th of July to all of you guys. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye guys.